Hello Capricorn, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is new, so please subscribe and hit the bell button. Also like, share, comment, all of that would be very much appreciated. I always read my comments and I always reply. I'm also an author. I'm writing an action-adventure series on twin flames based on my life. I've written 2 books in this series so far. It's called Perception, The Two Yet One, Books 1 and 2. You can find links to purchase my books in the description box below. You can also find links to view trailers that I created for each of them. They give hints to the story. You can also find links to view the live uploads. I've been reading my first book, Book 1, to my Facebook following and uploading them here to YouTube. So if you want to watch that, I'll just be reading it out loud. You can hear my book for free. I'm also offering personal readings at this time. If you would like one of those, the information is also in the description box, as well as links to view some lives from Facebook that I also did about my mission, why I'm doing this, what I'm all about. Okay, this is a timeless reading. When you're attracted to it is when it is right for you. This is the Celtic cross spread. I read it slightly differently than other readers, so I will explain as I go. Now, what is at the heart of everything for you at this time, Capricorn, is fire energy. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy, and in particular, this has Aries. This is upside down, so for those of you who are new to my channel, an upside down card in this deck doesn't mean a different meaning. What it is this is not a fully manifested energy. Right now, this is teamwork that is beginning to manifest into your life. It is still just a possibility, which is why it is upside down. If it had been like this, I would say, oh, you just started some sort of teamwork. You know, this is the direct result of the idea, the goal, and then the plan. And once you put that into action, it really gets going, okay? But right now, it's just now starting to show itself in your life. It's still just a possibility. But if this fully manifests, rather, this is the type of project that has all the energy behind it that is needed for it to get going. Okay, this will be a very passionate undertaking, and it'll bring you a lot of happiness. The next energy that we read is the energy that is directly affecting that one. And right now, this is the Queen of Cups. This is reflection. The Queen of Cups is the type of energy where she is in control of her emotions. She is very reflective. You see, this is exactly what that means. This can be an emotional feminine energy in your life, or this could be you right now reflecting on your energies. Your emotional energies, just looking back and reflecting on love, your intuition. Water is very much about the subconscious, about intuition. If you're not doing that, then this could be a person. This is the type of person that is that acts kind of like a mirror for people. If you look at this person, sometimes you may perceive that they don't have a personality of their own, kind of like a chameleon type energy, but that's because they're this mirror. If you say, oh, this person is kind and loving and generous, that means you're kind, loving, and generous. If you say this person is mean and manipulative, then it's because you're mean and manipulative. It's that type of person. So that's who that could be in your life, okay? So, but you know what though? I have a feeling that for most of you, you're reflecting on yourself, on your own emotions, and on your intuition. Now, the next energy that we read here is what is at the root of everything. And this is one of the reasons why I think that most of you are reflecting on yourself. It's because of this Prince of Cups. Okay, look at, he's right side up, so he's fully manifested. And what he is your masculine energy has taken full control of your desire. Desire is emotional. So, this is the ability to give up a desire if it isn't good for you. So you're in good control of your emotions right now. And it could be, is probably from all this reflecting that you've learned how to master your desire. Now, another reason I think that you're reflecting is because what we have here, we have more cup energy. Okay, cups are, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is all about emotion, love, and intuition, your subconscious, basically. And this is, when this is right side up, what this represents is like happy memories, looking back on the good times. Now, this might have something to do with a Scorpio. It doesn't have to. This is pleasure. Here's the sun again. Okay? The circle and the dot represents the sun. You've got the circle and the dot right here with this passionate project going on here. So this is also the number of love. 6 is the number of love. And this is all, see how these match too. I mean, even though this is cups, this is very orange. It is very, I think it's because of this new undertaking or project that you're thinking about. You're looking back at the past, or you were. You were looking back at the good old days, but instead, you're reflecting more on how to control your desires and your emotions. And that's what you're doing. The Queen of Cups controls her emotions as well. The Prince of Cups controls his desire. Okay? So you were probably starting to look at the good old days, but if you look at the good old days too long, it drags at your heart, basically. It just makes you feel like, oh, because when we look back at the past, sometimes we look at the past with rose-colored glasses and we start longing for the past when we should really be looking toward the future, or actually staying in the moment is the best. So I think that you've got a good handle on your emotions and in your reflection here. So good job, Capricorn. Now, the next two energies that as a reader for me, they're future cards. This is one of the things that makes my readings different. This is an immediate future, and this is a future that will happen after this one, okay? Now, we're going clockwise, so we read this one first. So in your not so immediate future, you're going to have some swift movement forward, okay? It might have something to do with a Gemini, a Sagittarius, doesn't have to. There may be a mercurial influence here. Mercurial, okay. So this is fire. This is Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. And because I said mercurial, and I don't usually ever say that, I think that there might be a fast, this is a sudden powerful force, okay? This is a lot of passionate ambition and momentum. But I'm just saying, watch your temper in this. A mercurial temperament means that you can be suddenly angry really quickly, okay? So just a bit of warning for that. But this can be a very quick message. This can be a quick movement forward. This can be where things happen a lot quicker than you thought they would. And because this is a wand energy, we got cups, cups, cups. Then we have wands, 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 okay? So this whole cross is fire and water. And so you started with fire, and then you've controlled that a little bit here, or a lot rather, and now you're going to go right back into the fiery, passionate energy, okay? So you're doing a good job with your emotions here, but maybe this is telling you, be careful of this quick movement forward, okay? The next energy that we read here is the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is just a really awesome energy here, okay? She is all about, she looks good, she smells good, she's very successful, very powerful. She knows her power. She is standing in her power. She knows her intuition. This is the pine cone, which represents the pineal gland, which is part of what gives us our intuition. You've got a bunch of intuition going on here with water, with the cups. Okay? She is she is the flow of the fire itself. Okay? She's a nurturer of herself and her passions. She's got control over her passions. Pardon me. She's beautiful. Okay? She's attractive. And this is what you're beginning to manifest into your life. If this isn't a person, then this is you. Really getting your energy. Now see how these two, they're both upside down. I just kind of feel like once this flips like this, you're going to feel really good inside, okay? And sometimes we feel so good and we feel so powerful, we make a sudden movement. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to lose your temper. I mean, maybe one or two of you will, or I wouldn't have said that. But you're going to jump ahead, okay? Because you go from the 3 to the queen. And then you go to fast movement, okay? Because now you're feeling good. Now you're feeling powerful. Now you know how to move forward. See what I'm saying? Okay, so the next energy that we read here is your hopes. And this is a major arcana card, and if you haven't been here before, major arcana cards for me indicate that this energy, it has everything to do actually with your divine blueprint. And your divine blueprint is the reason why you came here in this body, on this planet, in this dimension. And you've come here to learn certain lessons that will elevate the vibration of your soul. Okay? So this Hanged Man is not fully manifested. This is your hope. So what he is when he is manifested fully is a sacrifice in a way to get a new perspective. See, the Hanged Man hangs himself upside down so that he can get a new perspective. And it is this new perspective that brings him enlightenment. Enlightenment is a very powerful knowing. And it does raise our soul's vibration. And the element of sacrifice here, we've got like the element of Christ here. He's also got Osiris in here. Osiris, the ancient Egyptian god of the underworld, Osiris, his sacrifice was he had to die. You know, it's the same with Christ. Okay? But I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that the energy of getting a new perspective for enlightenment is coming into your life. This is what you're hoping for. You're hoping to get a new perspective so that you can learn something new that will bring you wisdom. Okay? Now, it probably has something to do with this, which is your environment. Okay? And this is the Moon card, and this indicates things like deception and intuition. I think that your intuition is telling you that there is some sort of deception in your life right now, some sort of trickery, and you fully know this. That's why you're hoping for a new perspective. You're hoping to find out what this is. Or, for some of you, this could mean that you did find out what this was, and maybe you don't like it, and you would rather see it in a different way. Or you would rather somebody tell you that it wasn't actually the way you're seeing it. Okay? And that's because here in your fear card, we have, this is yourself, Capricorn. So this is either you not feeling like yourself, or this could mean that you're afraid that there's some sort of, that this deception is going to be toxic. You know, this deception could bring you into some sort of bondage. Like, example, you know, a high debt or something. You could put you in debt. That's the example of bondage. Being tied to something, being made a slave to something, or you know, even getting your heart broken. Okay, but, whoops. Okay, so Capricorn, you don't like not feeling like yourself. And since this is you in your fear section, I really think that's what it is more strongly, okay? Is that you want to be more balanced. You want to be smiling like this goat right here. You don't want this darker energy. Deception where, like, oh, it could be anger. But this looks really good. Maybe you're afraid you won't be as powerful as this Queen of Wands. Okay? And then here's your outcome, is more wands. This is the Five of Wands. And this is conflict. But this is the kind of conflict that will bring something positive. Examples for this is like sparring. If you're sparring with someone, it just makes you stronger. It makes your skills stronger. Or if you have a conflict and you sit down and you talk to someone about it, even if it's really passionately, it still works something out for everybody's betterment. Okay? This might have something to do with the Leo. Okay, but this is you have a lot of fire going on here. So it is possible that this conflict is going to be uncomfortable. So you might be afraid that it's going to be really bad. You might know that there's some sort of, this deception that you're feeling is what's going to have to be talked about. See what I'm saying? And this new perspective that you're hoping for should come from this. Because this is, once you face this conflict, you will have a new perspective. Okay? And since you're upside down here, I think it's telling you that even though you're supposed to feel these feelings, even though you're supposed to have this knowledge of this deception, you're also supposed to have this enlightenment, this new perspective. And it is this conflict that's what's going to do it. And maybe after this is over, these two will flip and you'll be in your power, and then instead of an argument with this will turn and say this is a business. Okay? Once you work out this conflict, your business will take off like fast. Okay? So now the underlying energy for your reading here is sword energy, and swords are all about logic. They're all about thoughts. They're all about words. This is science. This is about asking questions. When you get the answer, it'll give you more questions. Sometimes this means moving on, but I don't feel that for you, not with this reading. I think what you've got is you need a new perspective here. You have questions given to you by this deception, by your fear of something awful going to happen where you don't feel like yourself. So, generate these questions in your head, and when it's time for this conflict to occur, you'll get all your answers. Okay? And it has everything to do with your divine blueprint. So once you have the conflict, you will know what to manifest. You will be very powerful in your manifestation. You can charge forward with your cup of love. It'll be the end to all your upset and being stabbed in the back, and you will have balance in your health and your wealth. Wow, that's pretty awesome, Capricorn. Okay? So I think that this conflict that is going to happen is just going to give you all the answers. And it's a really good thing that you've got control over your desires and that you're reflecting on your emotions. I think that once this is talked out, say this is a business, like I said, I think this means it'll just really take off. Okay? Now, I also judge how much control do you have over a situation. I can gauge that by the number of major arcana to minor arcana. And you have 1, 2, 3 major arcanas in this reading of 10 cards, and so you have most of the control. The major arcana, like I said, for me as a reader, they represent your divine blueprint, which is kind of like destiny. And the minor arcana, for me as a reader, represent your free will as a being. Okay, and there's all different directions that we can take, and we still have major arcana influences in any direction that we choose with our free will. Okay, we can the divine knows how to put your destiny in any direction you choose to take with your free will. Okay? So if you go into this conflict, just choose to know that this is going to work out well for you. You're going to get your new perspective, and everything is going to work out fine. Then that's exactly what will happen. The universe has your back. Okay? All right, so this was a really awesome reading, Capricorn. I hope it resonated with you. See you next time.